Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Morning Mantra. I'm so excited to have you guys here. I will again be pulling from the Moonchild Tarot. And I'm also going to do an oracle card at the end of it. So today is December 16th. And so we are going to be discussing the full moon that's happening this weekend. So the full moon in Gemini, which is going to be on Saturday. And we're also going to be doing a tarot spread for the week. So I'm going to pull 3 cards. And we're actually going to do a little bit of a Kundalini set. So I'm really excited to teaching this to you guys. It's going to be an incredible morning that we're going to have together. So I'm really excited. All right. So let's pull 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. So a little bit of changing our energy is kind of what it looks like is going to be happening in the next couple of days. So we first pulled, excuse me, the 5 of Pentacles. And the 5 of Pentacles is when we feel like we have lack, when things feel hard, when we're going through hardship. The Kundalini set that we're actually going to be working on today is to strengthen the heart and to strengthen the immune system. Which I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but I need a little bit of that this morning. So the 5 of Pentacles speaks of clouded states of disharmony that sometimes appear as misfortune. And so right now, it's basically saying like you have the power to shift that energy. And sometimes the lack mindset or the lack mentality comes through when it's like, I can't have XYZ or, oh, woe is me. Like, why is this happening? Right. And I, on my own personal note, right, I have a lot of things that are happening. My car is still missing, but I am working really hard to flip that mindset to basically be in a space of empowerment whereby instead of being really bummed that I'm like paying for my car that they're still fixing, that it could be like months and months and months before I get it back. I'm trying to flip the perspective of like, they promised me that they're going to give me that money back. And so I will use that money to buy a new car. And that means that next year I'm going to manifest a brand new car that's going to be way less than it could have been because of all of the misfortune that's happening. So basically, the 5 of Pentacles comes in, this energy comes in, and it's like, I have so much lack, like there's so much stuff happening and it's to me and it's around me. And it's like, okay, but also what if it's happening for you? Like, what if this is happening to teach you a lesson or to help shift you out of something? And so I will challenge you towards the beginning of this weekend, probably today into tomorrow, if you start to feel some of that lack mentality, or if there's some hardship, where can you begin to flip it on its head and shift your perspective so that you're able to see things in a new light, right? So the 5 of Pentacles, it's a little bit sad, but it's also this beautiful reminder of like, okay, well, this is where we're at, right? This is where we're reading at right now. And what can I do to shift and to feel better, right? So the incredible thing about that is that the next card that we get is the card of strength. And I absolutely love this card. She is so gorgeous, sitting next to her king, sitting next to her lion. She's got the sun energy in the background as well. And essentially the strength card comes in. I oftentimes feel like it is represented by a lion, which is really cool. And it comes in and it says like, you're ready. Like you're so much stronger than you think you are. You have everything that you need, and you're kind of incredible. Like this is the lack mentality that you're feeling right now is not it's not necessary. This is, as they said, this is a power card, right? So it highlights that your divine sovereignty and inner strength, it comes when you're ready to set the stage for deep soul work, which I'm not shocked about, because that's what we're working on today. And we're really diving into this deep soul work of like, okay, we're shifting out of 2021, we're shifting into 2022. We are using the Gemini full moon energy to kind of push some of that. So that's what we're going to get to later. So we can push some of that forward, so that we can really step into 2022 with the best of intentions and with the most strength, the most love, the most honesty. And I feel like everybody that I'm speaking to right now is going through these really big soul shifts. And so the card of strength comes in, and she's like, you've got this. Like, you might be feeling the lack mentality, you might be feeling exhausted, or you might be feeling some sort of hardship, but you don't need to. And then lastly, the Wheel of Fortune comes in. And the Wheel of Fortune is this card that basically comes in, and it says it illuminates the ever shifting highs and lows that lead us through the dance of life. This card comes in with the sensation of inevitable fate or potential opportunity. So basically, when I see the Wheel of Fortune, I basically see the universe is coming in, and it's basically saying, right, we're shifting now, and it's time for us to change the energy that's around that, and it's time for us to bring new stuff in. And so for some of you, that's where this card might come in. That's where you're like, oh my gosh, like I got fired, or like something is changing at my job, or you might move, or like something's going to come in that feels as though it is heavier energy, that feels as though it is something that is really hard right now. But the Wheel of Fortune comes in, and the Strength card comes in, and they're basically like, sure, you could look at that and it could be bad, or you could look at that as a beautiful opportunity to shift and to do something new, that's really going to help you um, accomplish what it is that you want to accomplish, and shift into just this higher heightened state of awareness. And I really do feel like the opportunity that comes in next is going to be of so much abundance and so much love. We oftentimes see things, right, when something like bad comes in, or when hardship comes in, or if you get knocked on your ass and you're exhausted, and you need to take rest, right? The world comes in and basically is like, okay, this is an opportunity. What are you going to do with it? And how can you then flip it to be more abundant, more full of love? So that's what the tarot is bringing in this week. And then, not shockingly, I'm reading to you for the Oracle card from Work Your Light, Rebecca Campbell. The illustrator is the same author and illustrator of the tarot deck that I was just reading from. It's Danielle, Noel. You got Keepers of the Light, or Keepers of the Earth, rather. And it says, you are not alone. Your ancestors are standing behind you. So just this reminder that, like, you've got this, you're supported, you're loved, you're on the right path, even if in this moment it feels a little hard. And even in this moment, if it just feels exhausting, or if it feels like it's too much, the wheels of change, the wheels of fortune are going to come in and basically say, you've got this, and we're here to help you shift that energy. So that is the tarot for the week ahead. So to review again, it was the Five of Pentacles, which is like lack, hardship, a little bit exhaustion. But the good thing about that card is that it shows you where you are. The card of strength comes in next and basically says, excellent, like you are strong enough to make it through whatever it is that you're making it through right now, like whatever it is that you are going through at the moment. And then the Wheel of Fortune card came in and basically said, excellent. And now that we know all of that, and now that we remember that we're strong, we also need to remember how the Wheels of Fortune can come in and basically say, this is an opportunity. It's not actually as bad as you think it is. So a little tiny bit about the astrology of the moment before we shift into the Kundalini energy. And so the full moon is going to be in Gemini. And the full moon asks this month for us to balance between logic and intuition, right? So very similar to like the cards that came through. The Gemini moon is like, okay, where can we find space between knowing and knowing? And I heard a colleague of mine say a couple of weeks ago, you always need to see with your third eye, but also with your two eyes, right? Like, so looking at when the Wheels of Fortune come in, when the Wheel of Fortune card comes in towards the end of next week, taking it for the opportunity that it is and making sure to look at it with both logic and intuition. So both your two eyes and your third eye. And then the Gemini full moon also, it's called the cold moon, the long moon, or the long night moon, because this is, or the December moon rather is called that, because it is one of the full moons where everything is like the darkest. I live on the East Coast. I am close-ish to Boston. And so this morning we woke up and it was like 5:30 and it was pitch black. I felt like I was the only person in the entire world. It was pouring rain. And so it's like one of the coldest, darkest moons that we have all year. And then winter solstice is next week, which allows us to bring back the light. So this full moon is really just asking you to reflect and to plot and to plan, just like we would with any full moon. But it being the last full moon of the year, it's a perfect opportunity for us to shift, to really start planning out, like, what do you want? What do you need? And my teacher, Amelia Travis, I would definitely go follow her online. She's doing some strategic planning. So, like, that might be a really good thing for you to start to do. You could do vision boarding. So, I'm just going to show you a quick peek at one that I did this summer that needs to be changed up a little bit. But, like, you could do a vision board. You could do every year. I write myself a card of all the things that I want to accomplish. So I get like a really pretty card. And then I write down, this one had like 26, but I write down little things that I want to do all year. So it's a really good time to, this weekend, release what's no longer serving you, as we do with so many full moons, but also really start to cultivate and to think about, what do you want to bring in 2022? What do you want to bring in? What energy do you want to bring in? What goals do you want to accomplish? And this could be, right, like whiteboards and dry erase and like Sharpies and poster board. It could also be magazines and photographs. So you determine what works for you and what works for yourself and for your practice. But that would be a really great time for you to do this. So without further ado, we are going to do a Kundalini set. And this Kundalini set, we're shortening because you can always do less time. You cannot ever do more time. So in Kundalini, for example, if something calls for like 22 minutes, you can do it for like 4 minutes, but you can't do it for 23 minutes. Don't go over on time ever. So just as a little heads up for you for that. And we are going to be doing a lot of breath work. So I'm just going to quickly grab, I know this is live, but I need my head covering. So I'm going to quickly grab my head covering to make sure that I have it on. Now, if you are a student, it is never necessary for you to have your head covering on. But it's encouraged if you start to get like a little too high. And if you are a teacher, it is always encouraged because you don't want to get too high. Also, wearing lighter colors or white will help to protect your auric energy. So, as always, when we do Kundalini things, we will tune in and then we will also tune out. Tuning in looks like Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. I'll do that 3 times. And tuning out at the very end is Sat Nam. Om Namo Gurudev Namo is an opportunity for us to connect to the divine, for us to connect to God, to basically say, hey, I'm here, please listen to my prayer. And then when we tune out, it is this idea of saying, when we say Satnam, we basically are saying, I am truth, and it's like bowing to the truth within me and the truth within you. Okay. So today, as I said, it's going to be a ton of breath work. We are mostly going to be going through an O mouth shape. I briefly mentioned at the beginning of this morning mantra practice that today's Kundalini set is going to be on stimulating your immune system, but also your heart muscles. And so we are really tapping into, especially for this like Gemini full moon energy, when we let go, what are we letting go of? When we manifest, what are we bringing in, right? And we need a strengthened immune system in order for us to get through the next phase. And that's exactly how I'm gonna word it. We all need to be a little bit stronger in our physical and really in our emotional and energetic bodies. And then it also strengthens the heart muscle. And so it's going to allow us to really stimulate and strengthen the heart muscle so we can tap into manifest and bring in what we really, really want in 2022. Sound good? Perfect. So we'll start with, as I said, the Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. I'll do that kind of slowly. And then we'll shift into doing our breath work this morning. All right. Bring your hands to your heart. Take a deep breath in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Take a deep breath in, hold it at the top. Squeezing in your rectum, your pelvic muscles, your navel, drawing all of that energy up towards your heart, your throat, locking it at your third eye. Lift, lift, lift. Hold that breath. Exhale, release. Perfect. So we're going to sit in easy pose. Your left hand is going to be on your heart. And then your right arm is at your side. The forearm, the elbow is bent, and your forearm extends parallel to the floor. Your right hand is going to be facing up as though you are like holding a bowl of blessings. And then your left hand again is going to be over your heart. As you inhale, you're going to inhale deeply through the O-shaped mouth as if you are drinking air, and you're exhaling through the nose. And exhale through the nose. We're going to do this for a few breaths. I'll time us. Inhale. Exhale through the nose. Inhale, mouth. Exhale, nose. Inhale, mouth. Exhale, nose. Inhale, mouth. Exhale, nose. Inhale, mouth. Exhale, nose. Continue on this breath. 1 minute left. You're going to stay in this same position. And then you're going to find breath of fire, which is equal inhale and exhale through the nose. On your next breath, begin. Switch the hands, keep the breath. So right hand to the heart, left hand extends as though you're holding something in your hand, as though you're receiving. Keep that breath of fire. Equal inhale and exhale through the nose here. Now, extend both arms out as far as you can. Palms are face up, and breathe breath of fire. You can do anything for 30 seconds. 30 seconds left to the breath of fire. You've got this. Keep going. Remembering you're strengthening your heart, you're strengthening your immune system. Keep that breath. Equal inhale and exhale through the nose. As you inhale, hold the breath, squeezing the rectum muscles, the navel, the pelvic muscles, the structure comes all the way up. Hold. Draw everything up towards your third eye. Hold that breath. And exhale. Release. Keep the palms open to receive, down on your knees. There's a balance between pleasure and leisure, between sweat of life and relaxation. Body is based on the self-immune system, but when stress happens, it doesn't know where to go. That's why even in the beginning, man understood that one should not start one's day without a meditation. It's compulsory that you must clean your active duty mind to a normal, clean mind so that you can face any circumstance. There is so much power within you, unlimited, infinite power, and these kriyas will work as the key to pull it all out. When you're ready, bring your hands to your heart. Close your eyes. It's going to be a longer sat and a shorter nam. Deep breath in. Sat Nam. Sat Nam, my friends. May you have a beautiful, blessed, Thursday. May you have a wonderful weekend. I hope that you enjoyed this set. If you have any questions at all, let me know. My 200-hour online yoga teacher training starts January 15th, so just under a month away, which I'm so excited about. We already have the most amazing group put together. And I'm only taking 12 folks this round, so I do have a few spots left. And the Reiki 1 and Reiki 2 are very close to sold out for January and February, so make sure you take a look at those. All of that information is on jennylaneyoga.com. And the Crystal Healer course starts January 4th. So that is also coming up very, very soon. And if you have any questions at all about what it means to be a healer, if you want more Kundalini classes, if you want more tarot readings, anything at all, you just let me know. Please click to subscribe on my YouTube channel. If you do, you will know when I go live. It is generally every Thursday around 8 a.m. And I am so grateful to have all of you here. Thank you so much and have a beautiful, beautiful weekend ahead. Sat Nam.